How is it going, Pixel Enemy? I'm SLT Poison, and this is a follow-up to the video I posted entitled Prevent Spawn Killing to Improve Rush Mode. And if you have not seen that yet, please click this annotation on the screen. Watch that first, or else this video just won't make any sense to you. And the reason I'm doing this is to, one, answer the frequently asked questions I saw, to clarify this topic, to highlight some of the community's very good solutions, and to highlight some of the criticism I saw. And this will just make this whole topic a little more coherent and a little better for all of you to understand. So the first thing that people were addressing was the MCOMs in the map that I'm using. This is an old map overlay. I apologize. I cannot find an updated one. But yes, the MCOMs are in different positions and there's no longer a tank. So yes, you were probably confused by it. That's not what you played in the beta. So let's get that out of the way. That was different. I apologize. The first and the biggest question, or largest question I saw, was what is the kill box going to do to defenders when they're trapped in it? And what's the timing mechanism? How is it going to deploy? So basically, I figure it should be about 2 minutes from the time the attackers move up to the new spawn. This would allow A, defenders plenty of time to retreat and get out of there, but also B, plenty of time to have last minute firefights and start chipping away at the attacker tickets. It would not be like an instant kill right when the attackers get their new spawn, all the defenders are killed. There would still be those last minute fights. So I hope that's clear now. It would basically be 2 minutes, and then that 10-second warning would pop up when the kill box is in place. And yes, the kill box system will be persistent, so you'll move through area 1, then area 2, then area 3. So that was another question as well. And the next thing I saw, this was actually another solution. The first version was basically don't allow mobile spawn points to be present in the attacker's spawn. And that's a really good solution, because right here, if you watch this video, I made this yesterday just to prove that yes, it is possible to get those mobile spawn points in the attacker spawn, and watch what happens. I mean, we were able to repeat doing this for a few minutes, and they were pissed. They were really peeved. But that was the point, was just to show that when this mobile spawn is in the attacker spawn, it can get frustrating because you can have 4 guys going in there, constantly respawning, guarding. You can just see they were just a bit confused. So that was just to show that it is possible, and that's a very good solution to not allow mobile spawn points in the attacker spawn. Another version of that was just to not allow squad members to spawn on a squad mate who is in the attacker spawn. That's also a very good solution in my opinion, because you can see what happens when 4 guys can go into a spawn. They can just cause mayhem. So that was a very, very good solution. And now let's move on to the criticisms. The first big one I saw, and this is one I totally agree with, was people saying, if the attackers are what if the attackers are camping their spawn? And by all means, if the attackers are gonna do that, they deserve to get spawn camp, because they're not even playing their objective. Their goal is to make it to that MCOM, to push through the map. And if they're not going to push, if they're going to sit back and just, chill out their spawn, by all means, as a defender, go at them. Go kick their butts right there in their spawn. They deserve it at that point. So I totally agree that if the attackers are going to try and prolong the game and make it boring, as a defender, go at them. Go get them. The next big criticism I saw was people saying the attackers should clear out the area before they proceed. And you know what, I can't really disagree with that, but here's where the spawn killing, it becomes an ability of the defenders, is because teams become fragmented, everyone starts doing their own thing, and these defenders can bleed through or just sit in the spawn and still pick people off, because people do their own thing. And this is where spawn camping arises, in my opinion, is because the attacking team does get fragmented, separated. People are spawning after they die in the attacker AO if they're not with the squad. So, I do agree with that they should clear out the area, but it doesn't always happen. So that's where the issue probably arose for me. And that about wraps up this follow-up, so I hope you'll have a better understanding of how my proposed killbox system will work. I'm sorry if it was confusing to any of you in the first video, but I do want to thank all of you for leaving all your diverse feedback, whether or not it was positive or in disagreement. I appreciate it all, because this is a community with many different backgrounds, with many different games, and I really appreciate all of you who take the time to post comments. That really helps out the channel and me personally as a commentator. So Thank you, everyone. I hope you really understand this topic better now. I do apologize for prolonging that first video. I'm pretty sure with that still image on screen, some of you probably fell asleep. So, yeah, I hope this one wasn't too boring. I tried to make it a little bit flashier with text. So, thanks again, Pixel and me. I'm SLT Poison. Peace.